Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another Phillies game with me, JJ. What's going on, everybody? I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic evening so far. It is July 11th. Phillies are taking on the LA Dodgers, and, well, 92 games in the books, and the Phillies are looking to win game number 93. They took the series last night against the Dodgers and are now 60-32. They're the first team to get to 60 wins this season, and boy, does that feel good. They're also 8.5 games above the Atlanta Braves in the National League East standings and 13 games above the Mets as well. And, well, when we take a look at just how this team has been doing throughout this whole entire series, they've really just done an incredible job. It starts from the bats, which is what they did out in Game 1. They were able to really outscore the Dodgers 10-1. And then yesterday, you know, it was more of a battle, but what they did really well yesterday was that they played really, really good small ball and ended up getting a 4-3 win that way. It was more so of a battle, but the Phillies definitely hustled, especially in that especially in that fifth inning, I wanted to say. But yeah, so they did a good job at hustling out plays and making sure that they just stepped on the Dodgers' throats. And Hoffman got his 9th save of the season, and Christopher Sanchez ended up getting his 7th win as well. So Sanchez is 7-4, Stone now 9-3. Do me all a solid and hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. You can also become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ community. It's $2.99 a month. So appreciate you all so much for hopping in. And now let's get into the starting lineups. All right, so for the Dodgers, it'll be Shohei Ohtani, who is DHing tonight. Then you got Will Smith catching behind the plate. Freddie Freeman is over at first base. He's batting third. Hitting fourth will be Teoscar Hernandez, and he's playing out in left field. Then you got Anthony Pages playing out in center field. He's batting fifth. Miguel Rojas is the shortstop, and he's batting sixth. Batting seventh will be James Outman, who's out in right field. Chris Taylor playing over at third base. He'll be batting eighth. And Gavin Lux batting in the caboose spot. He'll be batting ninth, and he is over at second base. So once again, just to recap, it'll be Ohtani, Smith, Freeman, Hernandez, Pages, Rojas, Outman, Taylor, and Lux. And that is the lineup for the Dodgers. So the Phillies have done a really good job against the Dodgers so far. Got to tell you that Christopher Sanchez yesterday pitched a really, really good game. I said that after, Tuesday night's game, that, you know, the one thing I'm looking forward to seeing is how Christopher Sanchez bounces back after that awful start against the Cubs. And he showed up last night, and he looked like his old self. Only allowing 2 earned runs, had 5 strikeouts, seemed like the ground ball outs were working for him. He looked like he was in command. 67 strikes out of his 91 pitches. So he was commanding that strike zone and did a very, very good job. Orion Kerkering got himself into a little jam, and then Matt Strahm came on in, and he struck out Shohei Ohtani, and that was really the turning point of the ballgame. So kudos to Rob Thompson for utilizing Matt Strahm in that particular situation, and kudos to Strahm for producing as well. Hoffman also got his 9th save and looked pretty good out there in the 9th inning, and it seems like he's been really confident out there every time he gets the ball on the rubber. Powder Blues today for the Phils. Aaron Nola will be on the mound, and we'll get into Aaron Nola in just a little bit. It is 89 degrees out at the bank. Feels like it's 92. It's partly cloudy, but pretty much sunny out in Philadelphia. And again, the Phillies are 60-32, and the Dodgers are 55-38. So on the mound, it'll be Aaron Nola. And Nola has a 10-4 record, a 3.48 earned run average, along with 107 strikeouts and a 1.03 whip as well. And the last time that he pitched, he got his 100th career win. And that was on July 5th, so that was nice to see. That was when the Phillies ended up beating the Braves in their opener of that series. And he ended up only allowing 3 earned runs. He had 8 strikeouts. He was taken out after that 6th inning. He got through it, even though he dealt with a little bit of adversity. but he still did a really good job. He did allow a home run to Austin Riley, and one, I believe it was to Ozzie Albies as well. But other than that, no walks allowed. Nola has not allowed a walk since June 18th. So it's been over 19 innings since he last allowed a walk, and that's pretty impressive. That tells me that he is in love with his pitches, and he trusts his command, and his confidence is pretty much out there. All right, powder blue uniforms for the Phils, and Shohei Ohtani will be batting in the leadoff spot for the Dodgers. All right, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. All right, so Nola is on the mound. Phillies, their lineup, it'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs. And the pitch, here it is, and that is fouled back towards the screen, and we're underway. His first pitch just got started at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time. Ohtani batting .317 with 28 homers and 66 RBI. He's in line to win an ESPY tonight. The 0-1 is inside for a ball. Vanessa's here. What's going on? Serena, Lou, the dude. John, what's going on? John, what's up? Katie, what's up? Jesus, what's up, everybody? The pitch on the way, and that's taken, so it's a 2-1 count. Asher's also here. What's up, Asher? How you doing? And Denbrew is here as well. Yes, we have a very, very nice crowd tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani. Nola gets set at the letters, winds up, fires, and swung on and missed. How about a knuckle curve there? So that makes it 2-2. Shohei in last night's game ended up getting the game-tying RBI single to make it 2-2 at the time. That was back in the 4th inning. Also has stolen a base in 4 consecutive games. 2-2 pitch, swung on, lifted out to right field. It'll stay in the yard, though. Castellanos will just walk on over towards his left side, and he'll make the catch with the sunglasses on. And there's one away. That was a high fastball, and Ohtani thought maybe he had it, but just got a little bit underneath it. Ohtani just had his 30th birthday 6 days ago. So happy belated, of course, to Ohtani. 1 out, and Will Smith is up to bat. Catching tonight for the Dodgers. Came in the pinch hit in last night's game. In the first pitch, he fouls away. Pretty good crowd at the bank tonight. Another sold-out crowd. Smith hitting .273 with 15 homers and 55 RBI as well. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. The 0-1 windup inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony Banda will be pitching for the Dodgers. It's going to be a bullpen game for them. Banda did end up pitching in last night's game, too. Just expected to go 1 inning. And the 1-1 check swing. Did he go? And Chris Conroy says no, even though it looked like it was a strike. Conroy's the first base umpire. Brian Honora will be calling the balls and the strikes. Derek Thomas is over at second, and then Brendan Miller is the third base umpire. The 2-1 windup. And it's popped up and fouled behind the plate. It'll find the seats. Defensively for the Fightins from 1 through 9. You got Nola on the mound, Stubbs behind the plate, and in the infield it'll be Harper, Stott, Turner, and Bohm from first to third. And then 7, 8, and 9 will be Marsh, Rojas, and Castellanos. Schwarber's the DH. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Here it is on the outside corner for a called third strike. And Aaron Nola gets his first strikeout of the game. Let me see those Nola emojis in the chat. We just added that today. So Aaron Nola, he has an emoji today. Let's get those Nola emojis going, baby. Let's do it. So now it's Freddie Freeman's turn to come on up to the plate. 2 up, 2 down. Freeman at the plate, and he takes the first pitch inside at 95. His average sits at 295. It's 13 homers and 58 RBI as well. He's had a ton of success against the Phillies during his career. 1-0 pitch, and that's on the inside corner for a strike. Came in at 94, was a sinker. Two outs, bases empty. We're in the top of the first. Already 12 pitches by Aaron Nola. And the 1-1 delivery, it's downstairs. Freddie is 34 years old. He'll be 35 in September. Hasn't had a bad series so far. An 8-time All-Star. Just got named as another All-Star this year for the Dodgers. The 2-1 pitch, and that is low for ball 3. Last time he was an All-Star was back in 2021. Won the NL MVP back in 2020 and was a World Series champion in 2021. 3-1 delivery, and that's fouled back once again. And that's going to make the count full. Teoscar Hernandez is up next. As he waits in the on-deck circle, Dodgers are in their blue tops, blue bottoms. And the pitch, and that's inside for a ball. And Freeman gets on with a 2-out walk. And by the way, I mentioned this before, this is Nola's first walk that he's allowed in his last 3 games. He had not walked a batter since June 18th. Nice jinx, JJ. Thank you. This is what happens when you call games and when people comment. So, there you go. 2 outs and a runner at first in the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Teoscar batting .257. He has 19 homers and 60 RBI. First pitch got started at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time, so we're 6 minutes into this game. And the 0-1 is a ground ball, diving stop by Bohm. And from his knees, throws over to first. It's not in time, though. That was a nice bang-bang play, though. Everybody's going to be safe, so Hernandez gets on with an infield single, and that's going to move Freeman over in scoring position at second base. Well, you got to give Bohm credit because he extended himself and tried everything he could just from the one knee. Knew it was going to be hard for him to throw a strike. But regardless, that puts 2 runners on. So Hernandez is the trailing runner, and the lead runner is Freddie Freeman, who's over at second base. And now Anthony Pages is coming up, playing out in center field. 255 average, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Andy Pages hitting .255. He's slugging .402. Has 8 long balls and 24 runs driven in. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 is high. It was at 93 miles per hour. Two runners on with 2 outs in the top of the first. Dodgers up to bat, and the 1-1 is popped up over towards the infield. Bohm calls everyone off, and he's there to make the catch over towards the right side of the bag, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 walk, and 1 hit as we head to the bottom of the first. No score at the bank. Okay. All right. So, in case you are just tuning in, hello, welcome on in. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I love each and every one of you. Congrats on the right name call on Pages. You have to say Pages. You could have told me last night it was Pages, but you didn't. But anyhow, it is what it is. We ended up getting through with it. So yeah, it's Pages. All right, so Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, Rojas, and Stubbs are in the lineup tonight for the Phils. So, it's Kyle Schwarber who's DHing, and then you have Trey Turner, who is over at shortstop. Bryce Harper is at first. Alec Bohm is playing over at third base. Then you got Bryson Stott, who's over at second. Nick Castellanos playing out in right field. He's batting sixth. And then Brandon Marsh will be batting seventh out in left field. And then it's Yohan Rojas playing out in center field, batting eighth. And the catcher will be Garrett Stubbs, and he's batting in the 9 spot. And on the mound will be Anthony Banda. So, Banda has a 2.05 ERA. Pitched in last night's game against the Phils, just only went a third of an inning. The Dodgers are going to go to a bullpen game today. So, Banda with a 2.05 ERA from Texas. He's a left-handed pitcher. Born on August 10th of 1993, and he's 30 years old. He's 6'2", weighs 221 pounds as well. Last time he pitched, it was before he pitched against the Phillies. He did go 1 inning, and he allowed 2 earned runs on 3 hits against the Brewers, on 1 walk and 1 strikeout. And the time before that, he allowed 3 hits and 1 earned run, along with 1 walk and a strikeout against the Diamondbacks on July 4th. So that was about a week ago from today. So Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phils. Banda will get set just at the numbers and throw the first pitch low and away for a ball. We got a $10 donation from John Dasher. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for the $10 donation, my guy. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, ground ball it over towards the first base side, and Schwarber's going to try to slide into first base, but he's out. Good job by Banda to just win the race over to the bag, and smart play by Schwarber to slide and not dive over to first base, because it was chopped over towards the first base side, and Freeman played it on 2 bounces. And it took Banda a little bit of time to go cover the bag, and Schwarber doesn't have the most speed in the world. So he thought about sliding, and that was a good time to slide. Good effort, but there's 1 out. And now it's Trey Turner who's up to the plate. First pitch to Trey is a changeup that misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Turner hitting .345. Been doing pretty good on the season so far for the Phils. And the 1-0 pitch, and that swung on, lifted out to right field. It's going back towards the track. See you later, it's gone. A 1-0 lead for the Phils as Turner kisses it goodbye. And it's 1-0 Philadelphia, the 9th homer of the season by Turner. Got a fastball right down the middle and just turned on it and sent it out to right field. There we go. So it's 1-0 Phils, and Bryce Harper's coming up to bat. Harper hitting .299, and the pitch, there's a line drive foul towards the first base side. Actually ended up going towards the camera well and hit the railing. Then it landed up right towards the tarp. Turner has absolutely been tearing off the cover of the baseball. And the fact that he even went the opposite way, it's just absolutely ridiculous. The next pitch, and that swung on and missed. That was a changeup to Bryce Harper. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the first. 1-0 lead. And the 0-2 on the way, and that is a strike 3 called. It was a slider on the upper third of the zone, and Banda gets the second out of the inning. His first strikeout of the day, and Bohm is coming up. That was a nice pitch by Banda. It sort of froze Harper. He sort of flinched a little bit, tried to get out of the way of it, but Brian Honora knew it was a strike, and he did not fool Harper. Comes out Bohm. Takes a fastball at 97 high. Dodgers are 55-30 on the season. And the 1-0 is way inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Bohm. The pitch, here it is, swing and a miss at 97 miles per hour, just on the outside corner. Bohm has 31 doubles, which is the most in all of baseball. Ended up getting his 31st in the 6th inning of last night's game. And the pitch is low and inside for ball 3. The Dodgers starters in this series have allowed 20 hits and 14 earned runs in 9 1/3 of an inning. 3-1 pitch, ground ball, and that goes out into left field for a base hit. And Bohm gets on base with a 2-out single, and that'll bring Bryson Stott up to the plate. Figueroa gave him a little fist bump there, and Bohm able to drill it in between the 5-6 hole. And Stott is coming up to bat. Charge! First pitch to Stott. Lays it off. It's a fastball at 97. That's outside. You'd really like to see Stott try to shoot one out into the alleyway here. Did have a homer in the first game of the series. And the 1-0 is wide and high for a ball. Is that, they call it a strike? It's a 1-1 count. Two outs. Bohm leads off over at first. And the pitch, here it is. Ground ball off the glove of the second baseman. Lux out to center field for a hit. And stopping at second is Bohm. That was a rocket. That was hit over to Lux's area. Couldn't even dig it out. He had to react really quickly to it. And I believe that they're just going to score that as a base hit by Bryson Stott. And here comes Nick Castellanos to the plate. Just hit it right back up the middle. And it just went off the glove of Lux. Charge! 2 outs and 2 runners on back-to-back singles by the Phils. And Nick Castellanos wants to get a piece of the action here. The first pitch, line drive down the left field line. It is a foul ball. Just foul. So they haven't ruled it as a base hit just yet. They're going to say that it's pending, but I think Stott hit it really hard. It should just be ruled as a base hit. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Phils. The 0-1 to Castellanos, swing and a miss. He got a fastball right down Broad Street at 97 and couldn't catch up to it. Final score predictions, comment them down below as well. The ball's 2 strikes. We got Bohm over at second and Stott at first with 2 outs, and the 0-2 is fouled back. It was a violent swing by Castellanos, who just got a piece of the 98-mile-per-hour heater. Phillies won the first game of the series 10-1, and they also won last night, which was the second game 4-3. The ball's 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. 1-0 Phils. And the pitch from the stretch, here it is. Swing and a miss. Castellanos got a slider that was low and inside. Got fooled, and the inning is over. The Phillies get 1 run on the board, though, as Trey Turner goes the opposite way. And they lead it 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. Okay. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure that you turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, an Eagles game, or a podcast as well. And become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ community. It's just $2.99 a month. You get access to really cool emojis. You also get exclusive videos, and you also get early access to videos before the public does. And it's just a really cool thing. And you also get a special badge next to your name as well. It's just $2.99 a month. That's all it is. You're also more than welcome to hit the super chat button. We go live almost every single day. All right, love each and every one of you. And yeah, let's talk about this game today. I'm expecting today. My expectations today are for the Phillies to go for the sweep. I think that it's safe to say that the Phillies can do that tonight, and I expect them to win this game. I do. I mean, a series win is nice, but a sweep is great, and that's all I care about. 6-2, says Dorothy. That's her final score prediction. Hi, Serena. Anybody else with more final score predictions? I'm going to go with 8-3. The dude said 12-1. So 8-3 is mine. All right. Larry says I'm expecting a loss. Larry, what are you expecting? A loss? A loss? Boo! Boo! Oh, man. Don't be a Debbie Downer. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Why are they holding a boombox? Or stereo? What the heck is that? Oh, I see what they're doing. They're changing their graphics. All right, so here comes Miguel Rojas. And the first pitch is taken way outside for a ball. Joe Schmuck says, Larry, boo. 1 ball, no strikes. Nola kicks, delivers, and throws a strike just on the outside corner to make it a 1-1 count. One ball, one strike. And the pitch, here it is, and that's way outside for ball 2. So Miguel Rojas up to bat, batting .285 with a .330 on-base percentage and a .430 slugging percentage as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, here it is, ground ball down the left field line. It is a fair ball, and it's going to go all the way towards the corner. And Marsh finally gets over to it, and Rojas will jog into second base and get himself a stand-up double to start off the top of the second. Just drilled it right down that third base line. Tonight is 1980s Retro Night. It's sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Here comes James Outman. And Nola will try to disengage with the runner over at second, and that's Rojas. Tying run at second. Outman at the plate, just hitting .161 this season. He'll show bunt, and he'll try to pop it up. I don't think he tried to pop it up, but he did. But it's a foul ball nonetheless. As long as we keep Ohtani in the yard, Larry. Yes, sir. Mets shut out the Nationals today, 7-0. Pirates also had a 1-0 shutout. Paul Skeens had another really good outing for them. The 0-1 pitch, and that is swung on and missed, and that makes the count now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Chiquita, what's up, Chiquita? How you doing? How you doing, Chiquita? Shout out to you. The ball is 2 strikes, and the 0-2 on the way on the inside corner for a called third strike, and Nola gets his second strikeout of the day. Let's see those Nola emojis in the chat. Come on, man. Nola has been on fire so far. See those Nola emojis. Where is it? There we go. 1 out. And Nola will try to disengage with Rojas once again, who's over at second, but there is no throw. So now it's Chris Taylor who's up at the plate. The dude puts the marsh emojis. That's not the Nola emoji. 1 ball, no strike. There we go. D got it right. There you go. 1 ball, no strikes, with 1 out in the top of the second inning. And the 1-0, and that's taken for a strike. It was just on the upper third of the zone. Phillies lead at 1-0 thanks to a Trey Turner solo homer back in the bottom of the first. Dodgers are threatening to score. They have a runner over at second with 1 out. And the 1-1 to Taylor is low and outside for ball 2. You have the poor man's emojis. Who's the poor man? 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out in the top of the second. Taylor batting just .157 this season. And the 2-1 is high for ball 3. Also has 3 homers and 14 RBI as well. He has the same batting average against lefties than he does with righties. So he's hitting 157 against lefties, 157 against righties. And, well, what's he hitting this season? 157. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Cool new emojis, JJ. Well, that's what happens when we get more members. We get more emojis. So it's great. Keep the memberships coming. 214 people tuning in on here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gavin Lux in the on-deck circle. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock for Aaron Nola. And time called really quickly as Rojas does drive back over to second. I think he tried to disengage. And that was his second one. So they just gave Lux the air over at second base. Thanks for keeping track of that. Did they just change it? 3 balls, 2 strikes in the next pitch, and that's just outside, not by much. And Chris Taylor gets on with a walk. That's just the second walk allowed by Nola in his last 30 outings. They gave Lux an air. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Nola tried to frame it, but it was definitely off the plate. It came in at 95. So he is firing. 2 runners on, though. And Gavin Lux is due up next. Boy, a double play here would be absolutely huge. Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Lux will step into the box, batting on the left side, playing over at second base. And the windup and the pitch by Nola is taken just at the knees for strike 1. So what was that? An E4. Lux hitting just .207 with 2 homers and 21 RBI. The balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch, just inside. Giants lost today 5-3 to the Blue Jays. I'm sure the Dodgers fans are happy about that. The 1-1 delivery. Ooh, looked a little bit outside, or inside, but it's a called strike. Good movement, though, on the fastball, man. He's, you don't really see him throw 95 this early too much. So the fact that he's doing that means that he's on. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There it is. Line drive it out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And staying over at third base is Rojas. A good throw drawn to the plate by Castellanos. That's going to load the bases for Shohei Ohtani with 1 out in the top of the second. So Rojas over at third. He got on with a double. Outman then struck out looking, and then Taylor walked. And Lux just singled out to right field, and the bases are loaded. Snooter, he doesn't like the Phillies. He just despises the Phillies. And he's a Braves fan. And he trolls my chat all the time. 1 out in the top of the second. And Shohei Ohtani is up at the plate. Ohtani with 2 career grand slams. He's 1 for 5 this season with the bases loaded. And the first pitch, it was honestly inside, but it's a called strike here. Big situation here for Nola. The 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. That knuckle curve was beautiful, and even Shohei Ohtani's helmet came flying off. And it's a 0-2 count. He went fishing after that curveball and was absolutely fooled. No balls, 2 strikes. Big spot here from Aaron Nola as the Philly fans try to clap along. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2, here it is. And it almost got Ohtani on the front elbow, but it just missed it. Ohtani tried to dodge out of the way. Got to step away from the chat a little bit. I'm still watching, though. Let's go Phillies. Love it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Nola. Swung on and missed. He decided to go with the knuckle curve again, and Ohtani got fooled. Let's see those Nola emojis, man. Come on. 2 outs. And that was big. So Ohtani strikes out swinging, and Will Smith is coming up to the plate. Oh, man. That pitch is just ridiculous. The pitch, here it is, and that is low and outside for a ball. It was a cutter at 90. Nola's just absolutely feeling that knuckle curve today. 1 ball, no strikes. And time called by Nola. He's been doing that a little bit today. I don't know if it's because of him trying to get a grip. I don't know what it is. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, there it is. That's taken out on the outside edge of the plate at the knees for strike 1. Nola just got his 100th career win in his last start. There's the 1-1. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. This should do it, and the throw over the second is just in time. As Lux was just out, he tried to slide into second base, but the inning is over. So the Dodgers leave the bases loaded, and Aaron Nola gets out of a huge inning. As we head to the bottom of the second, Phillies lead it 1-0. Fielder's choice. I don't care how things happen. I care about getting it done. That's all I care about. 251 people tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Answer the poll question down below. So we heard news today that Zach Wheeler is not going to be making his next start. And I would like to know if he should pitch in the All-Star game because he's going to miss that next start. Let us know what you think in the poll. Answer the poll question, yes or no. I say no, but I can understand why people would say yes because it would only be 1 inning. I'm not saying that I'm okay with that because it's left lower back tightness. I think that he should not pitch in the game, and I think that health matters the most, especially for him. But what are your thoughts? Let us know if you think he should pitch in the All-Star game. The dude says yes, and back it up. Burger dude says hell to the no. I mean, I look, I don't want my guy getting hurt. I'd rather have him use the rest. I'd rather have him use the rest. But then again, 1 inning. 1 inning. I kind of see it both ways. Do you guys even think that Rangers should be pitching in the All-Star game? Even though he's not hurt. The rest of the season matters, not an exhibition game. Yes, I understand that point. But see, here's my thing, okay? If I'm somebody that's going to the game, and I'm representing the Phillies, right? I'm a Phillies fan, and I'm going to the game. I would want to see Zach pitch, just because I paid my hard-earned money to go see one of my pitchers pitch. And I would want Zach to pitch. So from that perspective, I kind of would like that, just from a fan perspective. But yes, like as a fan, I also care about his health, and I get that. But selfishly, because I paid my hard-earned money to go see the All-Star game, I want to see him pitch. So, 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is taken for a strike. So it's a 1-1 to count. Marsh at the plate, and now Knack is pitching. He was supposed to be the scheduled starter for the Dodgers. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. So Landon Knack from Johnson City, Tennessee, has a 2.86 ERA and a 1-2 record. And the pitch, and that is low for ball 3. I'm a selfish fan. Well, I mean, if the shoes were on the other feet, I think that if you went to the All-Star game, you would want to see Zach pitch. You know? 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch swung on, smoked out to right field. It is gone! And Brandon Marsh able to get his second homer of the series. Home run number 9 for Marsh. Let's see those Marsh emojis in the chat, baby. That's the 112th homer by the Phillies this season, and Marsh hit it 407 feet. And Marsh and Rojas celebrate as they high-five each other. 2-0 Philadelphia as this place explodes. And now it's Yohan Rojas' turn to come on up. Landon Knack with the pitch, and that is low for a ball. Knack is 26 years old. He's 6'2", weighs 220 pounds. And by the way, well, he allowed 3 homers in his last outing and has allowed a total of 5 homers in his last 2 outings. So far, 1-1, there it is, swing and a miss. And that does include today. Knack tried to go with a curveball there. He's pitched in 34 2/3. The 1-2 pitch. Rojas, did he go? The pitch was outside and low, and the appeal by Chris Conroy is a no. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knack winds up and fires, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. And Knack gets his first strikeout of the game as Rojas is his first strikeout victim. Sasquatch rules. And he don't even... there you go. There you go. Okay. Okay, I see it now. I see it now, man. I see it now. RG, man, what's going on? 1 out and the pitch to Stubbs, and that is low for a ball. Stubbs batting at the Mendoza line, which for those of you that don't know, that means that he's batting 200. Exactly 200. The 1-0 pitch, and that is low for ball 2. Also has 1 homer and 6 RBI. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Stubbs is on the inside corner for a strike. I always wondered this, but Mario Mendoza, that's what the Mendoza line's named after. Of course, it's named after him. As the 1-2 is outside for ball 2. It's named after him because he failed to reach batting 200 5 times in his 9 MLB seasons. So that's when a batter fails to reach 200, that is said to be that they're batting below the Mendoza line. The pitch, here it is. That's inside and low for ball 3. Actually, his career batting average was not underneath the Mendoza line. It was at 215. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Stubbs, and he fouls that one away. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that's fouled off. There's actually another term that they also use that's similar to hitting below the Mendoza line, and the term is that he's on the interstate. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that is fouled away. So that's sort of derived from interstate highways around the U.S., like I-95. You also had I-80 as well, and that resembles sub 200. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the second. Nobody on. Phillies extended their lead on a solo home run by Brandon Marsh earlier in the inning. Trey Turner also had a solo homer in the bottom of the first. 3-2 to Stubbs, and he slaps that one foul. I will say that Stubbs, if you really have paid attention to his last 5 at-bats, he's been fouling off pitches. He's batting .308 with the count full this season. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a 4-seamer that was on the outside corner, and Knack gets his second strikeout in a row. Now it's Kyle Schwarber's turn to come on up to the plate. So 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And Schwarber lays off the curveball. It's outside and high for a ball. Schwarber, batting .249, takes the next pitch outside and high for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. That's a slider that's in there at the knees for a strike. So Knack, as we mentioned, is 26. And he winds up and throws the 2-1 low for ball 3. Was drafted by the Dodgers in 2020. Was a 2nd-round pick. And was the 60th overall pick by the Dodgers. 3-1 pitch, and that's low for ball 4. How about Kyle Schwarber getting on with a 2-out walk? It's just something that he does a really good job at. Already now 61 walks in 309 plate appearances. Or 369 plate appearances, I should say. So now that's going to bring up Trey Turner to the plate in the first pitch. Ooh, he had the duck after that one. It was a curveball. Then, yikes, look out below. Or look out above, I should say, because he had the duck. Turner had the solo homer back in the bottom of the first. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Turner is swung on and missed on the slider that was down low. One and one is the count. And the pitch, ground ball hit over to third, diving stop by Taylor, but he bobbles it. Oh, he bobbled it. As soon as he tried to get it into his bare hand to try to throw it over to first, he bobbled it, and everybody's going to be safe. So that's going to be a E5 over at third base by Chris Taylor. Made the nice play, and then it just popped up out of his glove as he took his eyes off the baseball when he got into a standing position, and he just had to eat that one up. And now it's Bryce Harper time as Harper comes up to the dish. George! Butterfingers over at third base, and the first pitch to Harper swung on and missed on an elevated fastball just above the zone. See this again. I mean, Harper had a violent swing there, and he just missed the fastball. The 0-1 to Harper, and that curveball is way up high and way outside. 273 people tuning in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Harper's average at 298. He has 20 homers and 58 RBI on the season. And the 1-1 to Bryce. He chops it foul. Two outs, bottom of the second, and 2 runners on base for the Phils. The 1-2 to Harper, and that breaking ball bounces in the dirt, does not get away from Will Smith, and it's now 2-2 to Harper. It's a big spot here for Bryce. 31 years old. He's obviously never faced Andrew Knack before. And Landon Knack is going to take a quick step off. Harper went 0 for 4 last night. On Tuesday night. Did not play in last night's game, and the 2-2 is way outside and high for ball 3. Before that, though, he was on a 12-game hitting streak. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and there's a ground ball off the glove of the catcher, or of the pitcher, I should say, and it's going to be eaten up by Miguel Rojas, and Harper gets on with an infield single. It was a bouncer that was just deflected by Knack, and then Rojas tried to run on in to try to barehand the baseball, and even with a throw, it wouldn't have been in time to get Bryce Harper, and the bases are now loaded for Alec Bohm. So a big spot here with the bases juiced, and the Phillies are looking to add on to their lead. It's 2-0 Phils with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Here we go. And now time called on the mound. All right, let's go. 2-0 Phils, and the bases are loaded. And Alec Bohm, who singled his last time up, is due up at the plate. It's 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. First pitch to Bomer. He lays it off, and it's low. Bohm this season has had the bases loaded 47 times, and he's 3 for 8 in that scenario. 47 times throughout his career, I should say. Sorry. Three for 8 with the bases loaded. 2 balls, no strikes. The next pitch was down low, and the 2-0 pitch, and that is in there on the outside corner for strike one. 289 people tuning in, Mod Squad. How many likes do we have? Two-one pitch to Bohm. Ground ball hit back up the middle, but it's fielded by Lux, and the throw over to first is in time. So the Dodgers left the bases loaded in their half of the second, and so do the Phillies in the bottom of the second. And we head to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Phils, as Brandon Marsh is able to extend the Phillies' lead on the solo homer. All right. Good stuff. You want to hear some air horns? No. 3 for 8 and 47 opportunities. During his career, 47 opportunities. This season, he's 3 for 8. They said on the graphic that he's had bases loaded 47 times. He's been up to the plate with the bases loaded 47 times during this career. Doing a lot of things at once. I got to get better at that. 96 likes. Good stuff. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Also become a member today. And make sure that you become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ community. We have 22 more subs, so we get to 3,400. 22 more subs. And answer that poll question. 57% of you say no, that Zach Wheeler should not pitch in the All-Star game. That's what y'all say. 57% of you. We have 127 votes and only 99 likes. That means that the 28 of you that have voted have not hit the thumbs up button. What are you waiting for? If you have time to vote, you should have time to hit the thumbs up button. That's fraudulent behavior. Here comes like one hundo. Let's go. I love it. Love it. All right. So we head to the top of the third. So today is July 11th. On this day in Phillies history, okay, a lot of things actually happened today. The pitch to Freddie Freeman, that's taken outside for ball one, so Aaron Nola's on the mound. Back in 1910, according to Broad and Pattison, leading 9-0 in the ninth, the Phillies send 13 batters to the plate on their way to an 18-0 win over Pittsburgh. The 1-0 pitch, that's taken on the outside edge for strike one. New York also on this day back in 1931 ended up getting 28 hits against the Phillies, including 4 homers and 7 doubles to beat the Phillies 23-8. The 1-1 on the way. It's sent out over towards shallow right center field. Rojas will call off Castellanos, and he's there to make the grab for out number 1. Money line right now for the Dodgers is at plus 260 according to FanDuel. And for the Phillies, it's at minus 370. The over-under is at 8.5. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Teoscar Hernandez. So Freeman flies out to right, and Teoscar's up to bat. The ball is one strike, and the pitch is up high for a ball. More recently, back in 2015 on this day, Cody Ashe hit a home run into McCovey's Cove during an 8-5 loss to San Francisco. And he became the first Philly to reach the water on the fly since the Giants moved to the downtown park. 1-1, that's fouled away. Some of these are really funny, man. One ball, two strikes, and the pitch. And, well, check swing, did he go? And Teoscar did, and there's 4 strikeouts by Nola. And there's 2 up, 2 down. Oh, man. Teoscar certainly did go around, and there's 2 away. So now it's Andy Pages, who's coming up to the plate. Popped out to third his first time up. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third, Phillies lead 2-0 thanks to a pair of solo homers by Trey Turner in the bottom of the first, and one by Brandon Marsh in the bottom of the second. Pages will take the first pitch low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Nola kicks and delivers, and it's high for a ball. Two balls, no strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock as well. The 2-0 pitch. And that looked a little bit low, but it's a called strike at the knees by Brian O'Nora. So far, 55 pitches by Nola, 33 strikes, and 22 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks, delivers the pitch. Line drive, and it's caught by Harper over towards the hole, and the inning is over. It was a screamer. Harper was able to make the catch on the run over towards his right side, and there's a 1-2-3 inning by Aaron Nola as we head to the bottom of the third. Phillies lead a 2-zip. Also, this was really cool that I found. So back in 1993, on July 11th of 1923, 1923, there's a big difference. The last recorded instance of a major league game being played with a single umpire, okay? It occurred during a doubleheader between the Phillies and visiting Chicago. Ernie Quigley and Cy Furman were the assigned umpires, but Furman ended up leaving the first game after being hit in the head by a foul ball. So then what happened was Quigley moved behind the plate for the rest of the game and called the entirety of Game 2 all by himself. It's wild. It's really, really wild. Who would have thought that? Can you imagine, like, you're one umpire, like you're the only umpire in a major league game, and you're doing a whole second game of a doubleheader by yourself. So, that's really wild. Wondering if/when was the last time a starting rotation had 320-game winners. 320-game winners. Oh, yeah, you asked that last night. I'm sorry I didn't get to that. I had a busy night. I don't think that's... okay, so Yes, that has happened a couple of times. Okay. In 1901, actually, the Phillies did have three of those guys. The Phillies had Al Horth, they had Red Donahue, and Bill Duggleby. And they each won exactly 20 games in 1901. Orth and Duggleby actually lost 12 apiece, and Donahue had 13 losses. The pitch on the way. There's a ground ball that's hit over towards the right side, and the throw over to first is in time by Gavin Lux. So Stott grounds out over to second base, and Castellanos is due up next. Landon Knack is on the mound. The most, though, in recent history was back in 1973, where the Oakland Athletics, they were 94-68. Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux. Oh wait, never mind. They had similar seasons in 1993. But you had Catfish Hunter, who was 21-5. You had Ken Holtzman, who won 21 games. And then Vida Blue posted his second 20-win season and was 20-9. Here comes Castellanos, and the next pitch is taken up high for a ball, so it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that's fouled away, so it's now a 2-2 count. Landon Knack on the bump, 43 total pitches so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos, who's 0 for 1 today. And the pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. During the last 30 years plus, only a few teams have even come close to fielding 3 20-game winners in the same season. The pitch on the way to Castellanos, and he swings and misses at that one. And he strikes out, and there's 2 gone. You had the 1985 Cardinals, who had John Tudor and Joaquin Andujar. They both won 20 games. And then the 1990 Athletics got 27 and 22 wins from Bob Welch and Dave Stewart. And then Scott Sanderson actually got 17 wins. 1 ball, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the next pitch is fouled away. That makes it a 1-1 count. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Phils. The 1-1 is popped up and hit out over towards shallow left field. Teoscar Hernandez will get underneath it, and he waits for it, and I'll make the easy catch. The can of corn for out number 3. 3 innings in the books, and the Phillies lead at 2-0 as we head to the 4th. 2-0 Philadelphia. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe and hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. 255 people tuning in. Let's get to 255 likes, and let's get to more subs. We need 21 more subs to get us to 3,400. Vida? Vida? Is that correct? Who else has a birthday today? I'm looking. Andy Ashby has a birthday today. I didn't know that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. 237 people tuning in. Vida rhymes with Ida, so you could have just said Idaho. Idaho works. Okay. Gotcha. 2-0 Rays. So we're taking a look at the out-of-town scores. Reds actually won today 8-1 against the Rockies. Tigers ended up mollywhopping the Guardians 10-1. Oh my gosh, holy cow. Flaherty went 6 innings and had 4 strikeouts. Well, that kind of makes sense because Spencer Howard was on the mound today, former Philly pitcher. And he went 3 innings, allowed 4 earned runs. I still can't believe that he had that he's on another major league team. He allowed 6 earned runs against the Dodgers and just allowed another 4 earned runs against the Tigers. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike to Miguel Rojas. So Nola back out there on the hill. 57 pitches for Aaron Nola. The windup and the pitch. Low and outside. Nola's career ERA is at 3.70. 1-1. That's taken for strike 2. Last year's ERA was at a 4.46, and he had a 12-9 record. This year so far, that was in 32 games, by the way, he has a 3.48 ERA and a 10-4 record. And the 1-2 pitch fouled away. Already has 107 strikeouts in his 18 games started. He's gone 113 2/3. Last year he went 193 2/3. And also had 202 strikeouts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside for ball 2. Rojas, this season, all the way through July 10th, is batting .285 with 3 homers and 21 RBI. But last season, just hitting .234 with no homers and 10 RBI up to this point of the season. Pitch on the way, and that is fouled towards the third base side and out of play. .62 total pitches by Aaron. And the 2-2 delivery is slapped foul. Rojas made his debut with the Dodgers back in 2014, then played with the Marlins from 2015 to 2022. Now he's been back on the Dodgers for the last 2 years. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Rojas will track it down, though, towards his right side and makes the easy grab for out number 1. It was the second time that Rojas has led off an inning. Led off the second, and now leads off the 4th. Comes James Outman, who tries to hack at the first pitch, and it was low. He tried to dig it out, but didn't even get a piece of the ball. The ball is 1 strike. Time called by Outman, who's 27 years old from Redwood City, California. In high school, he hit .305. He had a .508 slugging percentage and a .962 fielding percentage, while also playing linebacker and tight end for his football team. Next pitch, and that's now a 1-1 count. And the pitch, here it is, swing and a miss. But then he decided, when he went to California State University, decided to play college baseball for the Hornets. He had 249 in about 147 games over 3 years. Had 23 homers and 99 RBI. 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Another knuckle curve thrown by Nola as he gets his 5th strikeout of the evening. Man, oh man. I mean, when he's on with that pitch, it is almost untouchable. It's pretty impressive. Comes Chris Taylor. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. I mean, like, you hear about, like 4-star athletes. Like, you hear about Cooper DeJean, even for the Eagles. You know that he knew that he played a high level of basketball. Still was a really good football player, too. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third by Taylor. It's gobbled up by Bohm, and the throw over to first is in time. So Taylor grounds out to his counterpart. And, well, 4 strong innings by Nola so far. Just 3 hits allowed. And, well, no harm, no done as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Phils. But back to my point, though. The fact that Outman played 2 positions in football and still played baseball, it's pretty wild. It is pretty wild. Make sure you guys like and make sure you guys subscribe as well. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Love each and every one of you. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Phillies had that's funny. The Iron Pigs yesterday had a 7-run second inning. And it was capped off by Scott Kingery's grand slam. That was against the Buffalo Bisons. And the Iron Pigs ended up winning that game 12-5. That was at Coca-Cola Park. So Scott Kingery is still around. Kingery collected his 5th RBI with a base hit. Also in the game as well. Then you had Wes Wilson who had a sac fly after Cody Roberts, who knocked in Scott Kingery on a RBI double. Roberts then scored on a Wes Wilson sac fly. Daniel says, I played high school ball. Wouldn't call it high level, but definitely way more athletic than myself. Well, you hear about, like, Christian McCaffrey, right? A guy that played basketball, played baseball, was a track and field runner, and was a football stud as well. You hear about those guys, and you'll hear about, of course, the anomalies like the Bo Jacksons, the Deion Sanders, and even, I guess more recently, the Kyler Murrays of the world. But yeah, it's just interesting how they play 2 positions. Pitch to Rojas. That's Yohan Rojas, and he fouls that one back. So the Phillies will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order. The ball's 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th. And the pitch by Landon Knack is wide and high. Rojas hitting .233. Does have 2 homers and 21 runs batted in on the season. The 1-1 is grounded over to shortstop. Going to be a tough life by Miguel Rojas, but he throws it over to first and just gets Yohan Rojas out by less than half a step. He is a cannon, man, over at shortstop. He's a gun. A gunslinger, as they call it in basketball. And in football, too, they call it that. Now it's Garrett Stubbs' turn. And the pitch is just on the outside corner for strike one. Knack with 52 pitches came on to pitch in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way. It's popped up towards the right side of the infield, and Lux just maneuvers over towards the back part of the infield, and will make the catch finally for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And we head back to the top of the order. Flip the lineup card, and Kyle Schwarber is coming up to bat. Now Onora's going to take his mask off for a second, and he's going to try to clean home plate, scrape some of the dirt off. And now Schwarber will step into the box. Schwarber did walk back in the second, and he stares at a four-seamer. That's just on the inside part of the plate for strike one. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 is low and inside for a ball. That will make it now a 1-1 count. I think it's just so wild that Schwarber is batting just under 250. And the 1-1 is inside and low once again for ball 2. Because you think about Kyle Schwarber and you think about a guy who over the last couple of seasons has batted near the Mendoza line and even under the Mendoza line. And the fact that he's had that tick in his batting average, it's pretty scary stuff. 2-1, ground ball over towards the right side, and Lux gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. So Schwarber grounds out over to Lux, and we head to the top of the 5th. It's 2-0 Phils. He's just joking. He's just joking. All jokes aside. Just keep it clean. That's all we ask. 285 people tuning in. Let's get more members. It's just $2.99 a month. You get access to really cool emojis. You also get access to early videos that we post here on Play by Play with JJ, and you also get members-only videos as well, and you get special badges next to your name. It's just $2.99 a month. That's all it is. Can't wait to start trying to incorporate some of the members-only videos. It's going to be really, really awesome, and I'm very, very excited about that. So become a member today. If you're on a laptop, you may find a join button that's right underneath our video, and you should be able to click on it, and you should be able to join that way. You're also more than welcome to give memberships to people and have them covered for the $2.99 per month. 126 likes. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. Good stuff. And if you haven't answered the poll question already, please make sure that you do so. Should Zach Wheeler pitch in the All-Star game? You know, by the time we ended the poll last night for is Shohei Ohtani a Hall of Famer, it was almost neck and neck. 55% of you, it was 52% that said no, and 48% who said yes by the time the stream was over. So that was pretty close. I expected it to be more so of the no, but I guess people at the end thought about it and they said, you know what? Maybe. That was pretty close, though. But I didn't really expect that. Speaking of Shohei, tonight is the ESPYs. And, of course, you have all different types of awards for the ESPYs tonight, including Best Baseball Player, and Shohei Ohtani, of course, is a nominee for that. It's hosted by Serena Williams, and it's going to be on ABC. There's Dave Roberts in the Dodgers dugout, managing the Dodgers for now what is the 9th season. The pitch on the way, and that's inside for a ball. To Gavin Lux. 9-1-2 due up in the order for L.A. Phillies lead 2-0. Aaron Nola Gets set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and it's swung on, hit out over to left field towards the corner. Marsh looks up, and it is gone, I believe. It is. So, it's 2-1. Marsh gave it a look, and it just hit off the top of the fence, and Gavin Lux hits a solo homer. And it's now a one-run ball game. So it's 2-1. Why is it on ESPN? Or why is it on ABC and not ESPN? Because they're doing the Home Run Derby preview show on ESPN. So Lux able to get a solo homer, and now it's Shohei Ohtani's turn to come on up. And the pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. The 1-0 to Shohei, and he barrels that one foul on the changeup. Lux just barely got that thing out. Here's the 1-1 on the way. That is swung on and missed for strike 2. Lux is having a good day so far. Yeah, he's been really struggling for the Dodgers, too, and I'm sure Dave Roberts is happy to have him bounce out of the slump that he's been in. Because he's just been hitting, what, 214? That was his third homer of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And Ohtani strikes out once again against Aaron Nola. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Let's go. See those Nola emojis in the chat. The chat has sort of settled down a little bit. Just get more active on here. There's the Nola emojis. Top of the 5th, 1 out, and now it's Will Smith's turn to come on up, and he takes the first pitch low for a ball. It's a knuckle curve. Smith struck out looking this first time up and also grounded into a fielder's choice. And the 1-0 delivery is taken right at the knees at a knuckle curve at 80 on the gun. Mike, keep it clean on here, man. Just keep it clean. 1-1, and that's popped up and fouled over towards the first base side. Mod Squad, if you see somebody being inappropriate on here, you know what to do. You know what to do. If somebody's spamming, if somebody is not being appropriate, I trust y'all. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 gone in the top of the 5th. And the next pitch from Nola just misses outside for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch, and that was low and outside for ball 3. Freddie Freeman is up next as he waits in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch by Nola, and it is bounced foul. Nola had 45 pitches all through the second inning. And ever since then, he's thrown 37. 3-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Just on the top part of the zone. And Nola got the friendly call there. It was a little bit high. But regardless, Smith goes down looking. Man. Sometimes, just got to nod your head and say yes. And the Phillies will certainly take that back-to-back strikeouts from Nola. Here comes Freddie Freeman, and the pitch on the way is taken on the upper part of the zone for a strike. You think that this will be his last inning? I disagree with that. I think he's going to go one more inning. They're going to try to squeeze the lemon out of here. The ball is one strike, and the 0-1 is chopped foul towards the first base side. Freeman is 0 for 1. He walked in the first. He's batting .294 with 13 homers. And the 0-2 is fouled away once again. Freeman lifetime against Aaron Nola is 17 for 71. And Rojas, obviously when he was on the Marlins, he faced Nola a lot, and he's 10 for 33. The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch off the plate and taken for a ball. 17 hits and 71 at-bats. I mean, you think that that's a lot, but in reality, that's just a .239 average. And it looks like Brian O'Nora has a little piece of something attached to his belt. I don't know what it is, but trying to get that fixed, and Garrett Stubbs has to go help him with it. Took off the mask for a second, and now they put the mask back on. Freeman was like, "Are you good?" And Nora was like, "Yep, I'm fine. Let's resume play," he says. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Nola will get the signs from Stubbs. Trying to agree on something here, and here it comes. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Freddie Freeman strikes out, and Aaron Nola strikes out the side as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And he gets a standing ovation from the fans. 2, 3, and 4 coming up in the Phillies lineup as we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 Phillies. Striking out the side. That's great. All right. One sec. All right. Here we go. 8 strikeouts by Nola. Oh, please, Wheeler's not going to pitch in the All-Star game. It's not even a question. Let guys like Skeens and others get their moments and leave the guys eyeing October to sit. I'm just raising the question. That's all I'm doing. Don't have to shoot the messenger. I'm not saying that you are. But I know that some people were doing that a little bit before. But I'm not saying that it's you, because it's definitely not you. But I just wanted to respond to those. I'm just straight up asking the question. Don't forget the homer. What homer? 273 people tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and hit those notification bell icons. 18 more subs so we get to 3,400. Let's go, man. You're more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Any donation is a plus to this channel. I appreciate you. Definitely not shooting the messenger. You're all good, brother. Responding to others on here. Yeah. Again, I wasn't saying that it was you, but other people. I saw some other people doing that a little bit before. I wanted to make sure that I responded to those. So, again, sorry if that came off as a shooting you down, but no, that was not to you. It just reminded me. All right, so here comes Trey Turner, who had a solo homer out to right field his first time up. And the first pitch, he'll pop this one up over towards the right center field alleyway. And there to make the catch is James Outman for out number 1. Actually, Vargas will come on into the ballgame for Outman. So they just ended up making that substitution. That's Miguel Vargas. Landon Knack is still out there. He's gone so far 3 1/3 of an inning. Or Pajes is out in right field. Outman is now out in center. Outman was originally in right field, and then Pages was in center. It's really weird. Here comes Bryce Harper, and the next pitch, and that's swung on and missed. So the first pitch was swung on and missed, and the second one is swung on and missed as well. That's going to make the count now 0-2. Landon Knack so far with 60 pitches. He has sort of settled down after allowing a solo homer to Brandon Marsh and leaving the bases loaded. The 0-2 on the way. Swung on, hit out over to right field. That's going to stay in the yard. And Pages will actually make the catch out in right field for out number 2. It's like it was Vargas for a second. So it's 2-1 Phils. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And there's 2 outs. After this, I'm going to take a very quick step off. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch to Bohm is taken for strike 1. There's the 0-1, and it's up high. George! I'd really like to try to see Bohm get on base here. 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss. And that's going to make the count now 1-2. Bohm today 1-4-2. He's behind in the count 1-2. Sixers just signed Kyle Lowry. Good for them. The 1-2 on the way, and that's on the outside corner for a called third strike. I left a little bit off the plate, but it's gone that way tonight by Brian O'Nora, and the inning is over. All right, so we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Going to take a very, very quick step off. See you very soon. Phillies lead at 2-1. All right, 18 more subs, so we got to 3,400. Let's go, man. We're almost there. We have 253 people watching. Mod Squad, let's get a like count. Actually, here, let me refresh this page. Let's get a like count. We're at 135 likes. All right, as we go to the 6th inning, let's get that going up more and more. Landon Knack has retired 10 straight on 27 pitches, according to Dodgers Nation. So Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pages, and Miguel Rojas are all coming up for the Dodgers. Phillies lead at 2-1. Trey Turner had a solo homer off of Anthony Banda back in the bottom of the 1st. And then Brandon Marsh a solo homer off of Landon Knack in the bottom of the 2nd. Dodgers ended up getting one back, though, on a home run by Lux. And the pitch to Teoscar is taken for a strike, so it's now an 0-1 count. ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 is down low and outside for a ball. Teoscar Hernandez is now going to be participating in the home run derby as well. 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch, and that swung on and missed. And honestly, is a good power hitter. Can't believe that he's with the Dodgers on a $10.6 million deal this year. Already has 19 homers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola with 91 pitches. And the 1-2 high for a ball. It was on the Mariners, the Blue Jays, and the Astros. 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner. And a 2-time All-Star as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. And he ropes that one foul. Signed with the Astros as an international free agent back in February of 2011. 2-2 pitch, just outside for ball 3. Then got called up to the Astros on August 12th of 2016. He actually was a starting center fielder against the Blue Jays that day and had 2 hits and 4 at-bats. 3-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to third. Bohm shuffles his feet, throws across the diamond, and it's in time for out number 1. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 6th. So Teoscar is retired for the 2nd time today. He was traded on July 31st for Nori Aoki. Or along with Nori Aoki for Francisco Liriano. That was the guy that he had his first homer against, and then he went to the Blue Jays. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike to Andy Pages. Oh for 2 tonight. Nola kicks. Or starts his windup and calls for time really quickly. And it still was an 0-1 count. 96 pitches by Nola, 61 strikes, and just 35 balls. Strike-to-ball ratio has been outstanding in this game so far. The 0-1 check swing, he went around. Didn't even have to appeal. That's now an 0-2 count. Nola has a 2-1 record against the Dodgers with a 4.42 ERA. Next pitch, way up high. Last time he faced the Dodgers was on June 10th of 2023. He went 6 1/3. He allowed 6 earned runs on 7 hits. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts by Nola. And Pages becomes a strikeout victim himself. All right. How about that, man? See some more Nola emojis in the chat, baby. Randy just gifted another 5 memberships. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much, Randy. Round of applause to you, man. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you. The ball is 1 strike to Miguel Rojas with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Yep, I just saw, Chris. Just saw. Let's go, man. Who else got memberships? The ball is 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 6th. And the pitch on the way. It's popped up, hit out over towards shallow left field. Bohm says he has it, he does. And he makes the catch over the shoulder. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. What a play by Bohm. And the side is retired. Miguel Rojas pops out over towards shallow left field. Bohm turned over his shoulder. He lost his cap and he made the catch. And we head to the bottom of the sixth. It's still 2-1 Phillies. All right. Randy's going to get his own emoji at this rate. Yes, sir. We love it. And if you guys want to super chat, you're absolutely more than welcome to do that as well. But I appreciate the gifted memberships. That's awesome. That's so great. Who else got awarded with a membership besides Philly Halftime? Philly Halftime, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Philly Halftime. Who else is now a member of our channel? Look at those locks on Bohm. He does it all. Yes, sir. 286 people tuning in. Let's take a sip of water. Good stuff. Chris, how you doing, man? What's good, bro? What is up? What am I doing? Oh, MILB. Wanted to look at the Phillies minor league scores. Clearwater leads it 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. And then what else do we got going on? We got the Reading Phils. They lead it 1-0 against Akron in the top of the fourth. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws, they're tied with the Hudson Valley Renegades. It's 1-1. Jersey Shore's up to bat. Jersey Shore, they're 46-37. Lehigh Valley, they're down 4-2 against the Buffalo Bisons today. And Clearwater also completed their game against Palm Beach, and Palm Beach ended up winning 5-4 earlier today. So they completed that game. That game was postponed or suspended due to rain. And right now they're winning 2-1. Bottom of the sixth. Phillies up to bat. And Bryson Stott comes up. And the pitch is taken outside for a ball. Look, they're giving out like Phillies. What is that? Like a bobblehead golf cart presented by Chick-fil-A. That's really cool. That's so sick. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for ball 2 to Bryson Stott. So 2 balls, no strikes. 41 RBI on the season for Stotty. And the 2-0 is at the knees for a called strike. And the Knack has been doing a very good job. Nola was 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits allowed, and 9 strikeouts, and just along with 2 walks. And the pitch, and that's fouled away. So Stott has gotten on base twice. Oh, yeah, you're right. They said that he's 1 for 2, but really he's 0 for 2 on the graphics. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Bryson Stott strikes out. And that's how we start off the bottom of the sixth. On this day, you also had Bobby Abreu winning the home run derby at Comerica Park. Pitch to Castellanos, and he hits this one out over to shallow center field. On the run is Outman, and he can't get there. It drops in for a base hit. And that's how Castellanos gets his first hit of the ball game. It's a 1-out single. It was a little blooper out towards straightaway center field. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the sixth. Landon Knack with 71 total pitches. And now it's Brandon Marsh's turn to come on up. And the pitch is taken for a strike to Marsh. Had the solo homer back in the second. That was his 9th of the season. 0-1 delivery. And it was in there, but it's called a ball. Phillies have 928 wins against the Dodgers. All-time wise. And the next pitch is wide once again for ball 2. They've played each other a total of 2,130 times. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And the 2-1 is way up high for ball 3. They've had a total of 4,582 extra base hits. Who would have thunk? 3 balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Scored a run. Is that an RBI? Of course, he had the solo homer. 3-1 pitch. Line drive down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Castellanos being waved. He's rounding third. He'll come in to score. The throw is cut off by Freeman. And there's a throw to third. It's not in time to get Marsh. A 3-1 lead on the RBI triple by Marsh. Oh, boy. That's Marsh's 2nd triple of the season, his 15th of his career. And Marsh was able to rope it down the right field line, and the Phillies extend their lead 3-1. Watkins said, go, go, go to Casty, and he hustled. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Then here comes Rojas, who stares at the pitch that was a foot off the plate, but it's a called strike anyways. 12 seconds left on the pitch clock. Landon Knack delivers from the stretch in the 0-1. There's a ground ball into left field for a base hit, and Marsh will jog in the score. It's 4-1 Philadelphia. And the Phillies just add on to their lead. All right. So the Phillies are able to get another run, and they now lead it 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. We have another sponsor. Oh, wait. Oh, we just, okay, these are more people that just became members. All right, so we got a call to the bullpen, and that's going to be it. Dave Roberts is going to pull the plug here. So we got ourselves a pitching change. It's 4-1 Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Back-to-back-to-back hits by the Phils. Damn, Rojas is like, don't send me down again, boss. I mean, he's been doing pretty good, man. Overall. He's been showing his worth. Absolutely. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. We also do podcasts on here as well. You're also more than welcome to become members of the channel. Join the Philly Freak Nation. It's just $2.99 a month. You're also more than welcome to super chat as well and give back to our community. 3,386 subs, 14 more till we get to 3,400. Hardcore says, what's Dodgers Nation going to say right now? Devon Caney just tweeted out, these last 2 games have been so good for my make Marsh an everyday player agenda. Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. Not wrong about that. Absolutely right about that. Johan Rojas, that's right, with an RBI single. Yep. Pretty cool. Comes Garrett Stubbs, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. In the first pitch, he pops it up. It's foul, though, behind the plate, and Vesia will come into the ball game. Vesia with a 1.33 earned run average. He did pitch yesterday. Opponents are hitting 135 against him. The 0-1, and it's fouled away once again. Randy, did you just gift another 5 sponsorships? What? You're unbelievable, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, my guy. And you just gifted 10? What? Bro, you're insane. Wow, you're the best, bro. Shout out to Randy. The ball's 2 strikes, and, well, Stubbs is going to be rewarded first base. Let's see what happened here. Did it hit him? Fouled it off. Oh, is that catcher's interference? It is. It is. Catcher's interference puts on Garrett Stubbs. They've been seeing that more times often now, where interference has been called. And there's 1 out. So Will Smith, they're going to score that as an E2. And now it's Kyle Schwarber's turn to come on up to the plate. George! First pitch to Schwarber, and that's taken all the way on the outside corner for a strike. Randy, you're the best. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see those emojis. Now that we have more and more members, let's get those emojis up and running. The Schwarbombs. Come on, baby. Let's go. No balls. 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Rojas at second. Stubbs at first. Vesia will deliver from the stretch, and the 0-1 is way up high and inside. Almost nearly hit Schwarber. Randy is the GOAT. Thank you so much. Randy is too legit. I mean, hey, I'm telling y'all, it's fun being a member on here. You're going to get more and more content from me, so you're not going to want to miss out. Toss back over to second, and it's not in time. Mike Green is now a member, man. That's awesome. Randy says, well deserved. Well, you're the best, Randy. Shout out to you, man. You are a freak for life, bro. 1 ball, 1 strike. But Swanson, he just hit a 2-run homer for the Cubs, and they now lead 5-0 in Baltimore. Sure that one of our other content creators is not so happy about that. Phillies are 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. And they're looking to try to add on to their lead. It's 4-1 Philadelphia, the 1-1, and that is fouled away. Dayo. We got some Dayos in the chat, baby. Do it one more time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed, and Schwarber strikes out on a slider that was in the dirt. And it's Trey Turner's turn to bat. Turner homered and got on with an E5. 2 runners on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th for Trey. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the first pitch to Turner, swing and a miss. He was thinking fastball all the way and got a changeup and was early. He actually ruled his other one as a single, even though it was bobbled by Chris Taylor. The 0-1, and that's going to get away from Will Smith as it goes towards the backstop, and that puts 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs. And runners at second and third. And oh man, that just hit the backstop, and well, Smith tried to turn his glove open face, and it just got by him. 1 ball, 1 strike. They ruled as a wild pitch. And the 1-1 delivery to Turner. Here it is. Swung on, hit out over towards straightaway center field. It's not that deep. And Outman will get under it, and he'll make the grab. And the inning is over. The Phillies do add on to their lead and lead it 4-1. Thanks to an RBI triple by Brandon Marsh and an RBI single by Johan Rojas, and we head to the bottom, or the top of the 7th, that is. 4-1 Phils. All right. Phillies Sixers are now 600,000 away from the tax threshold of 170.8 million. Bobby Marks just noted. So 178.1 million is the first apron, and 188.9 million is the second apron. They haven't released Kyle Lowry's contract details just yet. Chris says, can we stop leaving runners in scoring position? Well, hey, man, they just got some more runs. So that was a pretty good inning. You're the best, Randy. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it very, very much. You're the best, bro. Shout out to you guys. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. You're more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. And hit the super chat button. All right, what time is it? 8:03 p.m. Eastern Time. We head to the top of the 7th. How's everybody doing tonight? Let us know down below how you're all doing. It is a Thursday night. It is July 11th. What's on everybody's dinner plates tonight? Let us know down below. What's for dinner for everybody? I'm probably going to make myself a little sandwich after this. Daniel says it's probably for like 3 or 4 mil. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a veteran minimum. What's on everybody's dinner plates? Come on, man. Let us know. Megan's here. What's going on, Megan? 151 likes. That means half of you have not hit the thumbs up button. Nola has gone 6 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 walks, and had 9 strikeouts. The bottom of the order for the Phils just continues to do an incredible job. I mean, like, they scored 7 runs in the first game. Ended up, like, going 7 for 9. Now Matt Strom comes on in relief. Wawa Classic Turkey Hoagie for me. You're not going to get a Schwarber? But Wawa Classic Turkey Hoagie sounds good. Fried fish. What kind of fish? Interesting. Chicken and fries. Doing laundry and listening to you. So you're not eating anything for dinner. Nothing. Nada. Pasta and pizza. That all sounds good. All right, here comes Vargas, who's going to pinch hit here, and the first pitch is taken for a ball. Matt Strom is on the bump now. Breakfast for dinner sounds good. Roast beef sub. That all sounds good. Miguel Vargas, 3 for 10 as a pinch hitter. The 1-0 pitch, here it is, swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-1. Where is my thingy? Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. Rojas says he has it, and he does, and he'll make the catch just at the warning track of the right center field side. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Homemade Salisbury steak. That sounds good, too. Got 300 people watching, and there's 1 out in the top of the 7th, and now Matt Strom will have to face Chris Taylor. So Vargas came in the pinch hit for Outman, flat out to right, and Taylor takes the first pitch above the zone. Taylor's average at 156. He has 3 homers on the season so far. The 1-0 delivery, high again for ball 2. Ryan Yarbrough is loosening up in the Dodgers' pen. Two balls, no strikes. Strom winds up and fires. It's inside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. 1 out, top of the 7th. Taylor at the plate and the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Well, there Joe Davis called the game the other day. He's, of course, the Dodgers TV broadcaster, one of them. And the pitch, that's outside for ball 4. There's a 1-out walk issued by Matt Strom. And it made me think a little bit, of course, about Vin Scully. And, of course, Vin Scully, for those of you that don't know, was the Dodgers broadcaster for many, many years. He was active from 1949 all the way till 2016. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and was a part of CBS Sports and NBC Sports as well. Here's Kike Hernandez, who will be pinch hitting for the Dodgers. Batting in the 9 spot for Gavin Lux. The pitch by Strom, and that's way inside for ball 1. The one thing that I really loved about Scully, of course, who was mentored by Red Barber early on in his career, but he was such an incredible storyteller. 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled away. And it's now a 1-1 count. It was really cool that he got to call the Dodgers in the World Series and call Gibson's homer. But just an incredible broadcaster. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on, hit out over towards left center field. And Rojas on the run, and he'll make the catch! Wow! Oh, my gosh, what a catch by Rojas. And he's all fired up. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. I thought maybe it had a chance to get out. It went towards the State Farm sign, and only Rojas could make that incredible catch. Oh, my gosh. Rojas just made an incredible acrobatic catch. He had to spin, he turned after he made the catch and slammed right into the wall, and even Strom gave him a little curtain call. And gave him a little salute. That was ridiculous. He had to run a long ways to go catch that thing. And now Shohei Ohtani is up to bat. And he takes a strike over on the outside edge. I'll never forget the first time that he played out in center field when he robbed Fernando Tatis Jr. on an extra base hit. I was like, man, this guy is quite an athlete. The ball's 1 strike in the pitch, and that is low and outside for a ball. Ohtani tonight 0 for 3. He has struck out twice, and he has flied out as well. One ball, 1 strike. The leg kick in the pitch, and there's a broken back ground ball over towards the right side. The bat literally went over towards first base, and somehow Stott able to flinch out of the way of it. And the throw is in time, and the inning is over. It's 4-1 Phils as we head to the bottom of the 7th, thanks to the incredible defense by Johan Rojas. Oh, my gosh. That was ridiculous. He went flying after that thing. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. I want to know which two players are tied for the single-season Phillies record for double plays grounded into with 25 each. I should have worded that differently. Which two players are tied for the single-season Phillies record with 25 double plays grounded into? Anybody know? Anybody know? Which two players are tied for the single-season Phillies record for grounding into 25 double plays? Let's go. Anybody know? Can't get mac and cheese. Darren Dalton and Ryan Howard. Incorrect. Pedro Feliz. Incorrect. Casty got to be one. Nope. Rollins and Howard. No. Harper and Schwarber. I have no clue. No clue. Maybe I should have gone. Definitely Howard. Nope. All right. One more guess. One more. This one was a good one. That is a tough one. I have no clue. That's why I got to stump you guys sometimes, man. That's why I do it. I don't like to always make things easy for y'all. Smith is one. Nope. Boa and Trio. Nope. None of that. Chooch, Pat Burrell. Anybody hear the name Del Ennis and Ted Sizemore? Because they both grounded into 25 double plays, and they're tied for the single season record for doing that. 25 double plays in a season. So Del Ennis and Ted Sizemore is the answer. I stumped y'all. I stumped 323 people. I deserve a round of applause for that. I do. That's awesome. Comes Bryce Harper and the pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. So it's a 2-0 count to Harper. Rojas slides out over to shortstop. Or he still is over at shortstop, and Freeman's at first. Why did they just show the defensive chart? 2-0 pitch, and that is fouled away. I was going to guess them in another 4 years. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper with no batting gloves. And the pitch on the way to Bryce. He pops it up over towards the left field side. And let's see, does it go out of play? It does. Vargas thought that he had it, but he tried to reach into the stands and could not get there. Just couldn't get there. It bounced out of a fan's hands, and the fan was like, how did I not catch that? Of course we're going to have Sixers and Eagles trivia during their season. Of course. That's how it works. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course. Absolutely. The 2-2 to Harper is way outside for ball 3. So Yarbrough is in there to pitch for the Dodgers. We'll get to his stats in just a little bit. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch way outside for ball 4. And Harper gets on via walk. Leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 7th inning. George! Yarbrough's on the bump. Now 32 years old. He has a 3.63 ERA. Bohm up at the plate, and the pitch is taken for a strike. Just on the inside corner. No politics in the chat, guys. No politics in the chat. Darth Pooh, you're the best. Shout out to you, man. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 to Bohm. There's a high bouncer hit over to third base. Going to be a tough play, though. The throw over to first, though, is in time. Nice play over at third base. And there's one gone. So Taylor moves from third to second. And Kike Hernandez, who made the play over at third, came on the pinch hit. That's where he's playing right now. Bomo was hitting in batting practice today. Pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We also just started our memberships, our own channel memberships. Make sure that you become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ community. I want to see those emojis down below. Give me some Phillies emojis. The 1-0 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike at 87 miles per hour by Yarbrough. 3.63 ERA and 30 strikeouts so far this season for him. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, here it is, and that is popped up over towards shallow left center field. Going to be a tough play, though, but Pages does get over to it, and will make the catch for out number 2. Dodgers are playing musical chairs, so Pages slides over to center field. Teoscar Hernandez is now in right field. And Vargas is out in left. And Taylor goes from third to second base. They're going to intentionally walk Nick Castellanos with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll be the second time he's gotten on base today. 11 more subs till we get to 34. Hundo, let's go. And there comes Brandon Marsh. Let's see those Marsh emojis in the chat. 2 outs, the pitch, swing and a miss. Courtesy of Randy, a.k.a. the GOAT. Yes, sir. Marsh is a solo homer. He also has had a triple, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBI. And the pitch, low and away for a ball. This is a lefty here, so Marsh obviously has struggled against lefties this season. It'd be really nice to see him try to get a hit here off of Yarbrough. He's never faced Yarbrough during his career. The 1-1 delivery. And there's a ground ball hit over to third base. Going to be a tough play, and the throw over to first is just in time. That was a nice bang-bang play by Kike Hernandez. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the 8th. Humbug, welcome to the membership community, my guy. Welcome. We have another new member. I think now we have like 13 members. Well, more than that now. How many did we get today? We've gotten like 15 members today, so we're at like at least maybe close to 30, man. That's awesome. That is great. Welcome to the membership community, my guy. Appreciate it very, very much. Again, it's $2.99 a month. Members get exclusive content to certain videos, and they also get early access to some of my videos as well. Good stuff. I went to school with Del Ennis' granddaughter. That's really cool. That's great. I think we're at like 26 members now. 11 more subs so we get to 3,400, man. Let's go. 352 people on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. We cover Phillies almost every day. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Started this channel about 18 months ago. We do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football on here, man. We go live for almost every single game. And we try not to miss a beat. That's what we do on here. We have a very, very fun time. This is the future of sports broadcasting, so cheers to the future. Let's do it. Chaim. I'm talking very, very fast today. Been appreciating all your work, JJ. Least I could do. Humbug, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very, very much. Means a lot to me. All right. Is there any logic to Roberts making all these moves? Now, honestly, I'll take my broadcaster cap off for a second. This is as a fan, I'm not really afraid of the Dodgers when it comes to just Dave Roberts' decision making. I mean, and their pitching has not been healthy either. The only thing to worry about for me is just their offense, because they have a lot of firepower when everybody's healthy. But other than that, man, not really too concerned. 4-1 Phils as we head to the top of the eighth, and Jeff Hoffman, surprisingly, pitched in last night's game. He's going to pitch tonight, too. How about that? 39 total games for Hoffman, a 1.17 ERA, 48 strikeouts, and just 8 walks allowed. He'll have to face Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Philly Fanatic is in his marching band gear. Pretty cool. Going to visit some of the fans. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike. On the go with CeeLo. What's up, CeeLo? How you doing, man? I didn't even see you on here, bro. Drop that link down below, CeeLo. You know what to do. Jiva Newts, drop your link down below, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. At 96 miles per hour. Cubs now lead at 8-0 against the Orioles. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scores as we go into the next half of the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 8th inning. Nobody on and nobody out. It's 8:23 p.m. Eastern Time, and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Jeff Hoffman gets his first out via strikeouts. And Hoffman able to get 1 down in the top of the 8th inning. That is absolutely awesome. That's the 3rd time that Smith has struck out today. Phillies lead at 4-1. We're in the top of the 8th, and here comes Freeman, and he stares at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. So the Phillies got a pair of solo homers, one by Trey Turner, the other one by Brandon Marsh, in each half of the 1st and 2nd inning. And the pitch, low. And Brandon Marsh had an RBI triple in the bottom of the 6th, and that was followed up by an RBI single by Johan Rojas. Dodgers just got 1 run, and that was on a solo homer by Gavin Lux. The 1-1 on the way. There's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. Hoffman has it, throws it over to first, and Harper can't even make the catch. It gets by him, and Freeman's going to go over to second. Man, Harper usually catches that, but that's going to go down as an error on Bryce. And he shakes his head. And let's see again. Hoffman made a throw over to first base. And it just got by Harper. It's a routine ground ball. It was over towards his left side. It's not like he had to extend his glove a long ways. He should have had it. So 1 out, and that's going to be recorded as an E3. There shouldn't be any sort of objection to that. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss to Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar had an infield single in the 1st. He struck out looking in the 3rd and grounded out to 3rd in the 6th. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 delivery is a breaking ball that's down and away. Keep it clean in the chat. Hernandez will be participating in the home run derby along with Alec Boehm. And the 1-1. And that breaking ball misses. It's low and away once again for ball 2. Phillies Digest. Ooh, wow. Huh. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Phillies Digest. Sean Bernard's now doing another show. Good for him, man. Shout out to Sean Bernard and Luke Arcani. I'll have to go subscribe to them and do that after this. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hernandez at the plate, and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And they say no over at first as the crowd will settle down. Teoscar is batting .231 with the runners in scoring position this season with 6 homers. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch, and that's up high for ball 4, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. And that's going to bring up Pages, the top prospect in the Dodgers organization, who was called up a couple of months ago. And he has a chance to tie things up. Now things are getting a little bit dicey here. 1 out, top of the 8th. And Pages has had a lot of homers this season. He has 8 in just the 2 months that he was called up. And the first pitch, and that's up high for a ball. He's 0 for 3 today with a pop out, a line out, and a strikeout. Power on power. Hoffman gets set at the belt, looks back at second, and the 1-0 is way up high for ball 2. And he can't find the strike zone now. I want to see him try to go with a slider here and just attack. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Marsh is going to throw it over towards the shortstop, and Freeman is going to stop at third, and that's going to load the bases and put the tying run over at first. Bases loaded as Pages gets on with a single. And now it's Miguel Rojas who's coming up to the plate. Had a double off of Nola earlier today. And this is a big spot here for Hoffman as Stubbs wants to call for time, rightfully so. And Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to talk things over with him. This is a big spot, man. If you're in this type of conversation, obviously Stubbs doing the right thing here by going out to the mound just to try to calm him down a little bit, because you know that Rojas has done a lot of damage against the Phils, and you want to make sure that you take care of this at-bat here with a careful approach. It all started with 1 out and an error by Bryce Harper over at first. After striking out Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez was able to get on with a walk. Freeman got on with an E3 before that. And then Andy Pages got on with a single. A double play would be absolutely huge here. Rojas is batting .233 with the bases loaded this season. First pitch, and he stares at a strike. It's a slider at the knees at 85 miles per hour. No balls, 1 strike. Hoffman gets set once again at the belt. And the 0-1, line drive caught over at second by Stott. The flip back to shortstop. It's in time. Rojas hit a bullet and Stott able to get a 4-6 double play to end the inning. And the Dodgers leave the bases loaded for the second time tonight. That was a rocket hit over to Bryson Stott, and Teoscar Hernandez was dancing off the bag, and Hoffman somehow, someway, gets out of the jam. And we head to the bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Phils as they're coming up to bat. That was unbelievable. Wow. Whew. That's insane. Let's see those Phillies emojis in the chat. Come on, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You called a 4-6 double play. A line drive into a 4-6 double play. I don't think anybody would have thought that happened. I mean, a ground ball into like a 6-4-3 double play, sure. But a 4-6 double play? You wrote that up? I don't think so. That spelled disaster, too. That was Rojas, man. Like, a Hall of Famer against the Phillies. Finally, we got him out. Let's see those Phillies emojis in the chat. 384 people tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? How many likes? What are we at? I refreshed it. 175. We're not even at 200. Let's get to 200, bro. We got to get to 200. 10 more subs till we get to 3,400. Welcome to the chat. Yes, sir. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And we also do podcasts on here as well. Become a member of the Play by Play with JJ community by liking and subscribing. You're also more than welcome to become an actual member, too. Cheers, man. That was huge. That just tore the Dodgers' hearts out. Here comes Yohan Rojas, who had an RBI single his last time up. And he takes a pitch. It's a sinker. It looked like it was at the knees for a strike, but it's called a ball. Taking a look at the out-of-town scores. The Rays lead at 5-3 in the top of the 6th against the Yankees. And Rojas will show Bunny pops it up, and it's going to be caught by Will Smith behind home plate. And there's one gone. Not a good attempt at all whatsoever by Rojas. He sort of flinched there and hesitated and pops out to Will Smith for out number 1. Now it's Stubbs' turn to come on up to the plate. Cubs lead at 8-0 in the top of the 9th. Against the Baltimore Orioles. Astros lead at 2-1 against the Fish. And then the Tigers won 10-1 today. The Reds won 8-1 against the Rockies. Tigers beat the Guardians 10-1. And the Mets shut out the Nationals 7-0. Pirates also shut out the Brewers 1-0. The ball is 1 strike to Garrett Stubbs, and the 0-1 pitch. He golfs this one out over towards shallow right field. Teoscar gets under it, though, and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. 2 pop-outs by Ryan Yarbrough on the bump. Later tonight, we got Mariners and Angels at 9:38, and then we got Braves and Diamondbacks at 9:40. Alvarado warming up in the bullpen. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning. Schwarber at the plate. And the pitch is low and outside for a ball. Remember, if you have a comment that you absolutely have to say, you're more than welcome to Super Chat. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber. And he lays off on the curveball, but takes it all the way for strike 1. Decided not to go after it. Red Sox also lead at 5-0 against the A's. 4-1 Phils. Bottom of the 8th. 2 outs. Base is empty. The 1-1 to Schwarber. Swung on, belted out to right field. It's gone into the second deck. And it's 5-1 Phils. The 3rd solo bomb today. Bring on the fireworks. The 19th homer of the season by Kyle Schwarber. Let's go. Goodbye, baseball. And now it's Trey Turner's turn. First pitch, and that's sticking for a ball. He knew it was gone as soon as he belted that thing. 1 ball, no strikes to Trey, and the pitch, ground ball, foul. Oh, that one kid is crying that he didn't catch the home run. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I hope he gets it. I hope he gets it. Come on, man. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. And the pitch on the way, and that's a foul ball. It'd be really nice if Schwarber gave him a signed baseball. Oh, that'd be so cool. Come on. That thing was smashed into the second deck, and it was gone in a hurry. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Turner started off the offense with a solo homer out to right field in the bottom of the first. And the 1-2 on the way, and that's way outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5-1 Phils. And the pitch to Trey, just inside for ball 3. 400 people in the chat. 8 more till we get to 200 likes. And 9 more subs till we get to 34 hundo. Here's the payoff pitch to Trey Turner. Another foul ball. Yarborough still out there on the mound. George! It was the kid's dad that couldn't catch the ball. It went into the second deck and then dropped into the first deck. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Outside for ball 4. And Trey Turner gets on via walk. And now it's Bryce Harper's turn to come on up. Let's see those Harper emojis. And we didn't even have any sort of Schwarber emojis. Come on, man. I need to see those hoagie emojis in the chat. Bryce Harper up to bats. 2 outs. And a runner at first. And the pitch to Harper. He takes it up high and outside for a ball. He has singled and walked today. One ball, no strikes, and the toss back to first, and Turner will dive back in there safely. There we go. See those Schwarbomb emojis. Love it. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 outs, and the pitch to Bryce. Swung on and missed, throw over the second base, and Turner slides in there safely. Another swipe on the bases by Trey, and the small ball Phils continue to dominate on the base pads. I mean, Trey just got an absolutely great jump there, and he's so strategical with his base running. He's not the fastest guy on the team, but with the way that he just studies the pitchers, he's just so smart with his stealing. And the slides are absolutely must watch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner now in scoring position. And the 1-1 to Harper, swing and a miss. He absolutely got fooled on that curveball. That was way outside. He sort of carelessly swung at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And by the way, that was Turner's 12th stolen base of the season. Here's the 1-2 to Bryce. Way outside for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Yarborough still out there. 32 pitches, 5-1 Phils. Turner in scoring position. 2 outs. The 2-2 on the way. That's outside for ball 3 at 89. Bohm is up next. He's in the on-deck circle. Big payoff pitch coming up. And here it comes to Harper. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out to end the inning. Kyle Schwarber gives the Phillies some insurance, though, on a solo homer. And the Phillies lead it 5-1. They're 3 outs away from completing the sweep against the Dodgers. And it'll be Sir Anthony Dominguez going out there for the top of the 9th. Good stuff. All right, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I love each and every one of you. Let me put the camera on me for a very, very quick second. All right. Hi, everybody. Hello. What's going on, man? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we also do podcasts on here as well. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. Been doing this for over 18 months, and I've had an incredible time doing this, man. We want to go into play-by-play. We saw a really cool opportunity with this incredible YouTube community. We have 460 people on here watching. We're breaking records tonight, man. Not for baseball have we even reached this type of height. So that's incredible. 205 likes. Let's get that up, baby. Keep hitting the thumbs up button. Keep hitting the subscribe button as well. I hope that you guys continue to tune into us because we have an awesome time doing as many games as we possibly can, and our community is absolutely insane, for sure. All right, let's go back to the live stream. There we go. 8 more subs till we get to 3,400, man. 8 more subscribers. The grind don't stop on here, as I say. KGB is late. You're late, but better late than ever. I'm late. Harper having a bad stretch from the injury. Yes, sir. But, hey, man. Honestly, he did get an infield single today, and that was big. When they tried to load the bases, that could have ended up being something, man. I liked and subscribed and have a lot of games here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. You're also more than welcome to Super Chat as well. If I don't get to your comment, well, that's why there's the Super Chat button. If it's really important to you, that's why you got to hit that button. All right, so the kid ended up getting a... Well, so did he end up getting a baseball? I think he did. Good for him. He was crying. He was so upset that his dad couldn't catch it. That was Schwarber's homer. All right, top of the 9th inning. First pitch to Vargas, and that's taken downstairs for ball 1. Jose Alvarado trying to shut the door. It is not a save situation. They gave him a gift basket? Oh, that's so cool. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch way up high for ball 2. Sometimes, man, this is what I love about the Phillies, is that they do a good job at righting the wrong. You know what I mean? Or taking advantage of different types of things. Pitch on the way, and that's fouled back to make it now a 2-1 count. See those Phillies emojis. 2 balls, 1 strike. Alvarado winds up and fires the pitch. It's popped up over towards the first base side in foul ground, and it will go out of play. That fan just caught that one, and the girl that was in the jersey, she was like, darn it, I just missed it. All right, Murky, that's it for you, my guy. Can't do that, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Triple digits, it's on the inside corner for a called 3rd strike. That looked a little bit inside. But regardless, 100 miles per hour by Alvarado. He has not even reached triple digits a lot of times this season. And the fact that he got one there, that was a frustration pitch. And he got the call. 1 out. And the pitch to Chris Taylor. That's a chopper that's fouled towards the third base dugout. Phillies in their powder blues today. Dodgers are 5.5 games behind the Phillies for the best record in the National League. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way is low and inside for ball 1. 6 more subs till we get to 3,400. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go. Taylor's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. The 1-1 delivery, and that's on the inside corner at 99 miles per hour. The Phillies, by the way, are 22-13 against teams above 500 this season. The 1-2 delivery. Here it is, just inside. It was a cutter at 95 miles per hour. Boy, does he have the heat on tonight. Two balls, 2 strikes to Chris Taylor. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball at 98, and Taylor still is alive. (8:47 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. First pitch got started at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chris Taylor. The wind-up by Alvarado, and the pitch is a cutter that's in the dirt. And Taylor held his horses. How do you get the half? Because that means like that the team that's against you or one of the teams has not played the same amount of games. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way is inside and low, and Taylor gets a walk. That was a really good at-bat by him. And Alvarado allows a walk, a 1-out walk to Chris Taylor. Somebody wants to explain to her how the half games work. I would appreciate that. Now it's Kike Hernandez's turn, who hit a laser out to left center field when he came on to pinch hit, and Yohan Rojas made an acrobatic catch. Ohtani waits in the on-deck circle. Taylor can still fly. He's over at first. The first pitch on the way, swung on and missed. It was a sinker right down Broad Street at 99 miles per hour. We're showing the replay of Rojas' incredible, fantastic catch. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to the shortstop. This should do it. The flip over the second. There's 1. The throw to first, and that's the ball game. Hernandez grounds into a double play, and the Phillies are able to sweep the Dodgers right at home at the bank. A 5-1 victory for the Phils. Ring the bell, baby. Let's go. First time that they swept the Dodgers since 2008. Oh my goodness. What a ball game by those fighting Phils. Brandon Marsh, the player of the ball game, went 2 for 4 with a triple and a solo homer. But man, oh man, Aaron Nola was spectacular today. He even got out of a bases-loaded jam in the top of the second inning, and that was huge. He struck out Ohtani, Smith, and Freeman to end the fifth after allowing a solo homer to Gavin Lux. I think Aaron Nola was spectacular today. And this team just continues to find ways to win. And a very important series. It was a big test for the Phils. And not only did they ace this part of the exam, I think that they had an A++ performance. That was cool. 5 more subs till we get to 3,400. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's get to 3,400 subscribers. We have a little bit of time to talk about some things on here. But great win by those Phils. JJ, what are your takeaways before we get to your one-word answers on how to describe this game? My takeaway from today's game is that Aaron Nola was everything that you needed him to be. That second inning could have gotten absolutely ugly. And even the first inning, he allowed a 2-out walk to Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez then got on with an infield single. But he got Pages to pop out over to third, man. Got Pages to pop out over to third, and that was huge. He settled down after that second inning. And I'm telling you, striking out Ohtani with the bases loaded and getting Will Smith to ground into a fielder's choice, man, clutch. Schwarber had a homer. Trey Turner, man, great. Everybody except for Garrett Stubbs had a hit today. Everybody found a way to get on base. And you know what I like to see from my top of the lineup? How about 3 walks? The plate discipline tonight was incredible. Anyone else going to the ballpark on Saturday? I'm going to be there. I'll be at the ballpark on Saturday. I am. I'm going to the ballpark on Saturday. Just sub to your channel, bro. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very, very much. 3 more subs and we get to 3,400. And again, you're more than welcome to like and subscribe. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. This was the best series win of the season. Best series win of the season. One word to describe that game. Comment down below. Bryson Stott put up some good at-bats, too. How about the catch by Rojas, bro? I mean, that catch there was game-saving. The Braves did that to us so many times. And Rojas had the catch of the night. Literally, that was ridiculous. And then Bryson Stott, can't forget about that play over at second. The 4-6 double play. That was ridiculous, too. Randy gifted 5 more memberships, and we reached 3,400 subs. Woo! Let's go, baby. Pour the champagnes. See those brooms in the chat. Randy, you're the man, bro. Randy literally gifted out 20 memberships tonight, guys. That's insane, man. That is wild. 20 memberships, bro. You're insane. You're a freak for life, my guy. 222 likes. We did it. Dramatic. That's the one word that you're going to use to describe that game. Yep. I love this team. I've said it from the jump. They frustrated me after that Braves series, but you know what? Guess what I said? You know what I said? I said that when they fall flat on their backs, they respond. And credit to the Phillies for doing that. They did. They responded. They responded. And now you got to finish off the first half of the season with a bang against the A's. They come to town tomorrow night. Can't overlook them. I want us to get to 65 wins, bro. Well, 64 wins. But still. That's a 64, bro. Oh, man. You're the best, bro. I appreciate you, bro. This was sick, man. Bro, by the time playoffs come, we're gonna be popping off. We're gonna be popping off with this. Lions, best team in baseball. We're also going to be taking phone calls eventually as the season goes on. I can't wait for that. We got to start working on that a little bit more too. But these types of games, they matter. They matter. Only because Jason was a good sport last night. Ring those bells. You're the best, CeeLo. Again, drop your link down below, my guy. Come on, man. Whew. Wow. I love this team. Who else loves this team? Do you love this team? Because I do. The Dodgers record, by the way, since May 21st. Anybody want to know? 22-22. Just saying. 22-22, man. 22-22. That's how the Dodgers are since May 21st. Wow. I love them. I love them too. All right. 209 people still watching. This is great. Even Jeff Mosher just tweeted out the brooms. Jeff Mosher's a legend, man, covering the Eagles. All right, I think that's going to wrap things up. Larry says, I'll let you know in late October if I love this team. I love him. I do it for my man, JJ. Well, CeeLo's the man, too, bro. Please drop that link down below before we sign off, man. All right, I want to listen to the postgame show. I also would like to go eat a little bit of dinner. But I will catch you all on the next one. Lila Tov, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow night. I'm going to the game on Saturday, so I will post that in the chat or in the community. Please make sure that you have those notification bell icons turned on. I post on there a lot, man. All right. Catch you all on the next one. Let's go, Phillies! Let's go! Come on!